Hello students, so this is the continuous video lesson on the previous chapter inverse trigonometry, and today we are going to solve more questions based upon the formulas which I have given in the previous class. I hope you have learned those formulas. So each and every questions we will be using those formulas, right? And while finding any principal value, already I have explained that sine inverse x, tan inverse x and cosec inverse x, these answers should lie between minus 90 to plus 90, whereas cos inverse x, cot inverse x and sec inverse x, these principal values should lie between 0 to 180, right? So we'll solve similar questions today and also some new questions. Now you see, I have noted down few questions here on the board. Find the principal values of tan inverse tan pi by 6. That is question number 1. Tan inverse tan pi by 6. You see, tan inverse and tan. If you cancel, this is lying between minus 90 to plus 90, right? That means pi by 6 means what? 30 degree. So 30 degree is lying between minus 90 to plus 90. Therefore, we can cancel this one and our answer will be pi by 6, which belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, right? So this is our answer. Now you see, in the next question we have cot inverse, or outside it is cot, inside it is tan inverse 4 by 5, right? Now you see, we know tan inverse x by y can be written as cot inverse y by x. This is the reciprocal part, right? So we will reciprocal it. Cot tan inverse can be written as cot inverse 5 by 4. Now cot and cot inverse will get cancelled. Answer is 5 by 4. Okay. So these are the questions which we can solve within a second, right? Those questions are very easy, but you see, if outside is cos and inside it is cot, that is question number 3. Cos cot inverse minus root 3, right? Now cot angle is minus root 3, the negative term is there. So we know the formula, cot inverse minus of x can be written as pi minus cot inverse x. Okay, so you see, this can be written as cos cot inverse minus first root 3. You see, when it is root 3, cot 30 is root 3, right? Because tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So in this question, first here we will be writing here cot 30 can be written as pi by 6, right? In place of root 3 we wrote pi by 6. Now in the next line, cos, that is pi minus cot theta, that is cot inverse cot pi by 6. See what I have done here? This was cot minus x, so this can be written as pi minus cot theta, that means our theta is cot pi by 6, right? Now here cot and cot inverse will get cancelled, so we will be getting here cos pi minus pi by 6. Now again cos pi minus pi by 6, you see it is lying which quadrant here? It is lying second quadrant, because this is theta, this is pi minus theta and this is pi plus theta. Pi means here 180, right? 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, and therefore this region, this is 2 pi minus theta. Okay, so cos pi minus 6, it is lying in second quadrant cos is negative, so I will put in minus cos pi by 6. It is a multiple of pi, so cos will remain cos as it is. That means minus cos 30, that is root 3 by 2. So this is our required answer. Okay, so quadrant concept also, it should be clear. We'll move to next question. question number 4, sine 2 sine inverse 2 by 3, right? Now you see here sine 2 theta, we know one formula, sine 2 theta can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta, right? So this formula will be applying here. So we'll take this one as theta. Let sine inverse 2 by 3 to be as theta. If sine inverse 2 by 3 as theta, then sine theta can be written as 2 by 3, right? In this step what I have done, 2 by 3 I have taken sine to other side, sine theta, or this can be written as sine theta equals to 2 by 3, and we know sine theta equals to p by h. So our b will be root under h square minus p square. Our h is 3, 3 square is then 9, p square is 2, that is 2 square is 4, that is root under 5, right? Our b is root under 5. So we know already know sine theta, cos theta will be b by h. Our b here we got root under 5 and h is our 3. That means root under 5 by 3. Now we will substitute here. You see, we need to find this value, right? Sine 2 theta. So what is the formula? 2 sine theta cos theta. That means 2 sine theta cos theta. 2 in place of sine theta value already we know, that is 2 by 3, and cos theta value is root 5 by 3. So answer is 2 to the 4, 4 root 5 by 9. So this is our required answer. So 2 sine theta was sine 2 sine inverse 2 by 3. This one is rewritten as this one, and we will substitute the values of b, p and h, and we will get the answer. So 4 root 5 by 9 is the required answer. Okay. Next question, you see we have cos inverse sine 220. That is question number 5. Cos inverse sine of 220 degree. Cos inverse, now this cos and this is sine. So sine we need to change to cos. So sine 220 can be written as 90 plus 130, right? This one we know. 220 can be written as 90 plus 130. Now let's see which quadrant it is falling on. 90 plus 130. That means you see 90 is here. So most probably it will be here. So in second quadrant, sine is what? Positive. So we'll consider here cos inverse. Sine will change to cos as is a multiple of 90. Cos 130 directly. Okay. So cos and cos inverse will get cancelled directly. You can write it 130. Okay, we'll move to next question. Generally, you see when I write here in the previous question only cos inverse sine 220 sine, this can be written as pi by 2 plus 130, right? So in place of 90 we might write it in terms of radian also. Question number 6, sine tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse half. Now you see for this type of question we will not cancel sine, or here you see cos and cos inverse directly, right? So first we will see that in cos when we will be half, we will find its standard value, then we will substitute. Likewise sine tan inverse 1, tan inverse as it is, when it is 1, tan pi by 4. Okay, see what I have done here, sine I have written as it is, tan inverse also as it is, in place of 1, tan 45 is 1, so in place of 1, tan pi by 4, plus cos inverse as it is, when it is half in terms of cos, that is cos 60 can be written as pi by 3. You see now tan and tan inverse will get cancelled, we will be getting here sine pi by 4 plus cos and cos inverse will get cancelled, we will get pi by 3. Now you see sine 45 is 1 by root 2 plus cos 60 is taken as half. Okay, pi by 3 is 60, cos 60 is half. So LCM, you see, LCM will be 2 because 1 by root 2 plus 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. So maximum power is the LCM. Root 2 is square, that means 2 is the LCM. So root 2, how much is 2? That is root 2 plus 1. So this is our required answer. Okay, so root 2 plus 1 divided by whole divided by 2. So we'll move to next question. So these are the 6 questions from question number 3. Now in your textbook we have few questions like verify the following. That is question number 4. Verify the following. So that means we have to prove here sin inverse root 2 by 2 minus sin inverse 1 by 2 equals to pi by 12. Okay, so this one we have to prove. You see, sin inverse root 2, these 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2, right? Minus sin inverse half as it is. I am taking here LHS. Okay, LHS is this one, RHS we have to prove pi by 12. So 1 root 2 and root 2 will get cancelled. So sin inverse 1 by root 2 minus sin inverse half as it is. Now sin inverse, when it is 1 by root 2, that is sin 45. So in place of 1 by root 2, we will be writing here sin 45 can be written as pi by 4 minus sin inverse, you see, half can be written as, when it is half, that is sin 30 is half. So in place of half, we will be substituting here sin 30. Sin 30 can be written as pi by 6. Okay, now sin and sin inverse will get cancelled. So we will be getting here pi by 4 minus pi by 6. Okay, so if you find the LCM here, so 4 and 6, what will be the LCM? That is 12 is the LCM, right? So when we will take here 12, 4 how much is 12? 3 ja, that is 3 pi. 6 2 ja 12, that is 2 pi. 3 pi minus 2 pi, that is pi. Pi by 12 equals to RHS. Okay, so we have proved left hand side equals to right hand side. I have skipped question number 5. So the questions on question number 5 was all theorems. Okay, so theorem solution already it is done in your book, so I am not going to solve it again. So I have moved to question number 6. You see, verify or show that sin inverse 5 by 13 plus sin inverse 4 by 5 equals to 63 by 65. We have to prove this one. Okay, so we cannot cancel this one, right? So this can't be done. So what we will do, we will consider sin inverse 5 by 13 as A, sin inverse 4 by 5 as B. Okay, if I consider this term to be as A and this term to be as B, then we will get like this, sin A plus B. So what is the formula? Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, right? So this is the formula. We have to take an assumption, let sin inverse 5 by 13 equals to A. So therefore sin A can be written as 5 by 13. Similarly, sin inverse 4 by 5 to be as B. So from here we will be getting sin B equals to 4 by 5, right? Now sin A is 5 by 4, therefore P is 5, H is 13. So what will be P? B will be 13 square minus 5 square, that is 169 minus 25, or root under 144, that is 12. Okay. Similarly, sin B is 4 by 5, so P is 4, H is 5, and B will be root under 25 minus 16, that is root under 9, that is 3. Okay. Now from here sin A we will be calculating sin B. Okay, from sin A, because we need here, we will substitute the values in this formula. So we need sin A cos A, cos B sin B, right? So sin A already we have, so cos A can be written as B by H. B we have 12, H we have 13, that is 12 by 13. Similarly, sin B we need here cos B. Cos B again B by H. What is B here? Our B is 3, H is our 5. Okay, now we know all the four terms here. So left hand side LHS, left hand side, this value we are going to find. So this means sine A plus B, right? So what is the formula? Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Okay, now we'll substitute one by one. Sine A is how much? 5 by 13. Cos B, we have 3 by 5 plus cos A, we have 12 by 13. Sine B we have 4 by 5, or this can be written as 5 3 is 15, that is 15 by 65 plus 48 by 65. LCM is same, 65, 15 plus 48, that is 63, equals to RHS. So this is how we will prove for this type of questions, right? So in other questions you might have cos some other term, you might take cos A plus B. If it is a minus, then cos A minus B, or here if it is minus, then sine, that is A minus B, sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. Those formulas you need to apply. Okay, so next question we have 2 tan inverse 1 by 2. 2 tan inverse 1 by 2 equals to tan inverse 4 by 3, right? This is also proof question. Prove that. So in a proof that question we have 2 tan inverse 1 by 2 equals to tan inverse 4 by 3. In my previous class I have given few formulas. 2 tan inverse x can be written as tan inverse 2x 1 plus x square, or sin inverse 2x 1 minus x square, or cos inverse 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square, right? So these formulas I have given you. So left hand side we will be taking here LHS. In LHS we will take 2 tan inverse 1 by 2. So this can be written as tan inverse 2x. What is our x? Half 2x, and here we will consider here 1 minus x square. You see here this will be minus and this will be in terms of plus, right? So tan inverse, our x is 1 by 2 whole square. That means you see this is outside, right? Tan inverse is outside, and this is the formula, that is tan inverse 2x. What is the formula? 2x by 1 minus x square, that is 2x by 1 minus x square. So tan inverse 1 minus 1 by 4. Okay, so you see if you take LCM here, tan inverse, that is 4 minus 1, that is 3 by 4, or if you reciprocal it, you will get 4 by 3 equals to RHS. Okay, this is the answer. Next question we have, simplify sine to cos inverse x. Simplify sine to cos inverse x. Okay, so this question number 7, sine to cos inverse x. You see, sine to theta. Okay, so sine to theta, just now we have seen the formula, sine to theta, 2 sine theta cos theta. Okay, so what is our theta? Our theta is cos inverse x, and this is sine to theta. So this one can be written as 2 sine theta. What is our theta? Cos inverse x, right? And cos again theta, our theta is cos inverse x. Okay, so let's see once more, sine to theta. Okay, what is our theta here? Cos inverse x. So sine to theta can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta. So 2 as it is, sine in place of theta, what I am substituting here? Cos inverse. Again cos as it is, in place of theta I am writing cos inverse x, right? Now you see, sine and cos. If it is sine and cos, we will take, let cos inverse x equals to theta. So cos theta equals to x by 1, that is b by h. So what will be our p? root under h square minus b square. H is 1 square minus 1 x square, right? So from here you see now 2 sine as it is. Now if I need to change to sine here, cos inverse to sine, then I will be writing here sine inverse p by h. What is our p here? You see root under 1 minus x square. What is our h? H is 1. Okay, now cos and cos inverse got cancelled, we will directly get x. Now here sine and sine inverse also got cancelled. 2 all are in multiplication, so this can be written as 2x sine and sine inverse got cancelled, so 1 minus x square. So this is the required answer. Question number 9 is a proof question. Here it is said, prove that 2 tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 equals to pi by 4. Okay, so this is the question. 2 tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 equals to pi by 4. So for this one we require two formulas. Okay, so you see 2 tan inverse x. First formula we have to use 2 tan inverse x formula, that is tan inverse 2x 1 minus x square, right? This is one formula. Also we need to apply here tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. Formula was tan inverse, it is plus, so x plus y 1 minus xy. Okay, so these two formula we need to apply here. So first we will be applying this formula here. So taking LHS, 2 tan inverse x can be written as tan inverse 2x. Our x is 1 by 3, 1 minus x square, that is 1 by 3 whole square, plus tan inverse 1 by 7. Tan inverse 2 by 3, that is 1 by 3, that is 1 by 9. 1 by 9 minus 1, that is 8. That means 8 by 9. Okay, plus tan inverse 1 by 7. So tan inverse, this can be written as 2 by 3 into 9 by 8. Okay, this will get reciprocal, plus tan inverse 1 by 7. Now you see 3 3 are 9, 4 are, that is tan inverse 3 by 4. Okay, plus tan inverse 1 by 7. So this can be rewritten as tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So what is the formula? Tan inverse x plus y. Our x is 3 by 4 plus 1 by 7, total divided 1 minus 3 by 4 into 1 by 7. Or tan inverse, you see LCM is 28, 4 7s are 7 3s are 21, plus 7 4s are 4 1s are 4, total divided by 28, 1s are 28, 28 minus 3 25, that is 25 by 28. Okay, so again tan inverse 21 plus 4, that is 25 by 28, and if you reciprocal 28 will go up, 25 is down, so 28 25 will get cancelled, so we will get here tan inverse 1. Tan inverse 1 can be written as tan inverse 10 pi by 4, because in place of 1 tan 45, now tan and tan inverse will get cancelled, that is pi by 4 equals to RHS. Okay, so this is our required answer. So similarly we will be solving these questions, right? So I hope you have solved the previous class questions. So a few questions are left here, you will be solving by yourself by looking today's video. And you see question number 4, verify the following. I have solved one, you will be solving the other, right? And question number 5, this all questions are theorems, you will be getting in your book itself. All the solutions are already there, so that is why I have skipped this one. Question number 6, you see these are the proof part. Sine, just now this question I have done a plus b, sine a plus b form. Now here sine tan inverse root 3 plus cot inverse root 3. Here you can substitute the standard value. Like sine tan inverse root 3 can be written as tan 60, right? Tan 60 you will be writing pi by 3. Similarly, plus cot inverse you will be writing cot 60, that is pi by 3. Now cot and cot inverse will get cancelled. Afterwards you will get sine 90 here. Sine 90 is what? 1. Okay, if you don't get a standard value, then you will be using a and b, but here wherever you can find a and b form standard value, you will substitute the value of trigonometric functions. Okay, like here we can apply the standard value form, like we know in terms of sine when it is root 3 by 2. So sine inverse sine 60, sine inverse sine pi by 3 you will be writing here, minus cos inverse cos pi by 6, because cos 30 is pi by 2, root 3 by 2. Okay, so like this you will solve, you will get the answer. But here you have to apply a and b. Okay, cos a minus b, cos a cos b plus sin a sin b, like this formula you will apply, you will get the answer. Similar for the other questions also. This one you need to apply the formula 2 tan inverse x, that is tan inverse 2x 1 minus x square. And here one question I have done, similar type of question you will be solving. Cos 2 theta, cos 2 theta, here you will be applying 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Okay, so this formula you will be applying here. Same way here also, tan is there, sin inverse y is there, this sin inverse will change to tan. Similarly here, half angle formula, see the formulas, if you have the previous book, you see the formula from there and get this solution. Okay, solve the following for x in terms of y. That means first you will take 2 down, that means y by 2, then you will take sine up, that means sine y by 2, and 3 will come down, that means 1 by 3 sine y by 2. Okay, I repeat, first you will be taking 2 down, that means y by 2, then you will take sine, that means sine y by 2, then again you will take 3, that means 3 will be 1 by 3 in the left hand side. So x equals to 1 by 3 sine y by 2. So like this you will make x as a subject. Okay, now proof part, this most important part here. So you can skip few questions from here, 8, you can skip some questions from 8, you can skip from 7, you can skip from question number 5. Okay, but these questions you need to solve all. Okay, so this will be your homework. So for this class only this much. Thank you.